So on September 11th, 5 Israelis were on the top of an apartment building complex in New Jersey overlooking the Manhattan skyline. The planes hit. They were there roughly 20 to 30 minutes before the planes were hit. A woman that was very astute saw these 5 individuals dancing and celebrating as the towers were on fire. She called the police and gave a bolo on what the van looked like that they were in. It was an Urban Moving Systems van. So they went ahead and called, and the cops put a bullet, be on the lookout for this van. So they went ahead and pulled this van over, the local cops, and they identified 5 individuals. As he was pulling them over, one of the guys came out and said, "We're not Palestinians. We're Israelis. We're your friends." And then on top of that, you need to be quiet in the back row. So anyway, we're not Palestinians. We're Israelis.
Look at them. They mad. Look at them. I ain't gonna lie. My mother, shout out to you, brilliant mind. She used to go work over there in that area. My mother, she a doctor, pharmaceuticals, all that. She used to go over there. Thank God that day something happened. She couldn't make it to work, or there's too much traffic or something like that. She was stuck in Connecticut or something, and I was in Jersey. And she told me, she was like, yeah, there were Jewish people from that World Trade Center that they all got messages told them to not work that day. Facts.
So the cops, suspicious, call the FBI. The FBI comes on the scene, takes them to detention, interviews them. 2 of the individuals in that group had ties back to Israeli intelligence, Mossad, Unit 8200, whatever you want to call it. So anyway, as they were interviewing these individuals, they failed the polygraph test, and 2 of them came back with record checks. So they went ahead and said, okay, these guys work for this moving company. The FBI executed a search warrant at the headquarters for Urban Moving Systems. What they found shocked them. They found a bunch of hard drives, computers that isn't really indicative of a moving company. Kind of strange, isn't it?
This is why I do love social media. I'm starting to get into it, is because people are starting to realize that anyone can put out any kind of news. People are starting to realize that there are different viewpoints. There's things that are withheld. It's the best thing about social media. You can put that information out. You feel me?
And then they found out that the person that owned that moving system company was a guy named Dominic Suter. The FBI contacted him asking to question him.
I love that Monster Energy commercial right there. Program. Nothing's done, not on purpose. He got the 666 right there.
Ran to Israel the next day. What they found was he was backed and paid for by Israeli intelligence. Those people had foreknowledge of the attack, and they spent roughly 70 days in immigration confinement. They were deported from the United States under Mike Chertoff, whose mother used to serve for the Mossad, and he's a hardcore Zionist. So let me get this straight. 5 Israelis were caught with pre-knowledge of the worst terrorist attack in American history. They got put in immigration custody for 70 days and then deported back to Israel.